your spouse, your partner, I feel like, yeah, of course, like I need you emotionally for me, but financially, like
I don't need you.
I could do bad by myself. Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
But
like
we understand that. You know what I mean? Again, you're an adult. I expect you to be able to handle yourself like an adult. So, but the issue is that, like, me personally, I don't want a woman that's strong and independent. I want a woman that's strong and interdependent, because I want to depend on my woman just like I want her to depend on me. We depend on each other. You get what I'm saying? So I would never fix my lips to tell a woman that I don't need her. Even though I am independent, I do everything on my own. I've been doing that. You get what I'm saying? Since an early age, I would never lead with that to a woman. Like, yo, I'm independent. I don't need you, but I appreciate you being here on this date. I'm gonna lead with things that I know that you find valuable to a long-term successful relationship. So I think that's where the issue becomes, because like I said, it becomes some women's personality trait is I'm strong and independent. Like, lead with something else. You know what I mean? That men actually value from a woman, instead of like bragging to him how much you don't need him. That's how it comes off to some men. All right, welcome back to another episode of Daily Wrap Up Crew. No booker, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. Make sure you hit the like button. It's urgent. And you know I bring the heat. That's why they had to finally get the AC working. I used to go to.
Last but not least, we got Jew.
What it do? I'm here with my crew. Damn, man. They fucked up my shit. You know what I'm saying? They got me working on a Sunday, dailyrapupcrew.co. Make sure you wear it on the runway. You know what I'm saying? And I shout out my boy Cliff out here. You know what I'm saying? He got a new song out called Straight Up.
We in that video, right?
Yeah, we definitely, you know what I mean? They wearing the merch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, chill.
Go make sure y'all tune into that. Yo, anyway, we got some special guests on the show. Ladies, let them know they can follow you at.
Hi, my name is Michaela. You can follow me on Instagram at Goody Two Shoe, because I'm a good girl.
We're gonna see about that.
We're gonna see. Oh wait, and shout out my sister food page. It's all about the food. Good Eats.
Okay.
Good friend. Right. My name is Lee. You can follow me on Instagram at the Lee Blanco. And I do hair, so you can follow my hair page, layby.lee. And my name is Ida. My Instagram is Little One. And yeah, that's about it.
Yo, listen, before we get into these topics, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Yo, join the YouTube membership, man. We got exclusive access, behind the scenes footage, early access, exclusive podcast. We just got so much exclusive.
The behind the scenes is getting spicy too.
I ain't gonna. You gotta tune into that, man. I know y'all seen the last one. Y'all gotta tune in for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, before we get into this first topic, listen, I do want to give a shout out real quick, man. I know we always talk about outstanding Black fathers. We always talk about Jew, but I want to give my boy Weasel a shout out as well, man. Because we don't talk about Weasel enough, man. Y'all don't see Weasel, man. He behind the scenes. He's our camera guy, videographer, editor. Do everything, man. He's also an outstanding Black father, man. So I wanted to, give him a shout out.
Shout out to Weasel.
Shout out to Weasel.
Listen, man.
Black King.
Exactly, man. Get into this first topic. This is always a big topic with these type of podcasts, right? So are men intimidated by independent women? You got the giggles over there. I know you got to say on this one.
Because it's like, I feel like men aren't intimidated by independent women. I feel like boys are intimidated. Because I feel like a man got his, he got shit together. He don't really got to worry about, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah. That's right. It's a difference between the men and the boys.
Ace do always say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about y'all?
I feel like they are.
Bring. We're gonna need you to bring the mic a little closer to this one. We got hear this.
I feel like it becomes a power thing. Like when a guy sees a girl that don't really need him, they feel like, what am I here for? And then they just feel like they less than. So I feel like, yeah, they do be intimidated. Like they can't really control you because you could do everything by yourself.
So you think it's a control thing?
Yeah.
Interesting. What about you?
I feel like the only way a guy will be intimidated is if they feel like they can't bring nothing to the table.
Or not.
So we can't bring nothing to the table. So
They would feel intimidated, yes. Because if I'm somebody who's bringing a table to the table, of course you're going to feel intimidated by me.
I hear that table. It just is a
The table
triggering.
to the
It's a
table.
trigger.
Yes.
What are you bringing to
I
this
ain't no
so-called
waitress. I ain't
table?
bringing up.
I mean, me for myself, I work a 9 to 5. I mean, I'm a single mother. I take care of my kid. I pay my own bills. Like, if you want to go 50-50 with me, that's cool. But if you don't, I can also do it on my own.
All right. But that's everything that you do for yourself. What are you bringing to the table as far as a relationship?
Stability, emotional support, cooking, cleaning. I mean, the basic things of a woman from being back then, because I'm raised by an old school Dominican woman. Okay. So everything has to be done in the house for your man before he gets home from work.
And men are intimidated by getting that. If we know we getting that, you think we're still intimidated?
Well, what I mean by intimidated is the whole 9 to 5 or not needing your help financially. Or just being like, I could go do my thing on my own. I don't really need you.
But I feel like when we all right, so like you said, basically like if you guys want you to ask for shit, but when you
correct.
To need them, but when you need them, they're never there. It's always, oh, you're asking for too much, or you want this, you want that.
You could do it yourself.
Yeah, you could do it yourself, or get that other to do it.
Go ahead,
but if you're leading with saying, I can do everything myself, when you come ask me things, if I'm hearing I can do everything by myself, I'm really, your approach, if I'm hearing that, I'm not going to want to pretty much do much for someone.
You don't got to necessarily say that. I feel like if a guy knows you're independent, he should know you can do everything by yourself.
And still do his part.
In all of you guys' examples, y'all said I could do everything by myself. So if y'all letting a man know that,
why still not want to do something?
Yeah,
right. Like, why you letting me just do everything do it? Don't be
because you made it a factor to let a man know I don't need you.
Yeah, you made it a big deal.
Yeah,
we didn't make it a big deal.
I mean,
like none of us said, "Oh, y'all can do everything by yourself." Y'all, that was the first thing that came out your mouth.
Hit him with your line when
I was going to say that. Everything I am waiting because I just want to hear what everybody's saying. But everything that you said, like again, you're an adult. Everything you listed is you just being a human adult. So I expect you to be independent, just like I'm independent, Ace is independent, Jew is independent. We do everything for ourselves. So I hate when women lead with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're like, a lot of women's personality trait is that I'm strong, independent, and don't need no man.
We don't want to be.
But if you're leading with that, like, if we just met you and
the mic.
Oh, my fault. If we just met you and the first thing you want to tell me about yourself is that you're strong, independent, don't need no man, of course, that's not showing me anything that you could offer a long-term successful relationship. So I don't think it's a fact that maybe there are some men who are intimidated. I can agree with you on that. But I think most men don't want to deal with that because usually women that have that mindset usually end up treating their significant other in a belittling type of way. And the guys are just like, you know what? I don't want to deal with that. It has nothing about being intimidated. It's just
avoiding the headache.
It's just unpleasant sometimes to be around people who lead with their finances or lead with their education because you tend to not treat them as a human. You just treat them as disposable. Mm-hmm. Just like if you had a job, your employer told you, yo, I don't need you. You know what I mean? Like, you fuck up right now, I don't need you. You know what I mean? I appreciate you being here, but I don't need you. How would that make you feel? As an employee, how would that make you feel?
I just feel like it's okay to somebody, I don't need you, because at the end of the day, everybody's replaceable.
Yeah.
With that being said, but with you saying those you can know that. We all know that. Anybody, if you're not providing any good qualities in my life, I know that. But the fact that you're saying it is already like switching the slopes of how I'm into the relationship. Because I already feel like I'm thinking that you don't really have a concern because you're already worrying about how much you don't need me, rather than worrying about how we gonna build and make this thing work.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like when a guy knows that you need him, and that's why I said it's a control thing. When a guy knows that you need him, they try to hold that over your head.
That could be belittling as well.
And then it makes us look like we less than.
I think then it should be what was the word? Intimidating for you guys, because I let my woman know all the time that I need her. Okay. I don't know where I would be without my woman. Okay. You get what I'm saying? So if men could make themselves, feel comfortable enough to say that, why is it so hard for women to understand that they need men as much as we need women?
We do, because I just had to build mad stuff by myself.
I feel like it's a different type of need, like need emotionally and a need financially. If I feel like everybody needs somebody emotionally. If it's your friend, dad, parents, you know, like your spouse, your partner. I feel like, yeah, of course, like I need you emotionally for me, but financially, like
I don't need you.
I could do bad by myself. Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
But we understand that. You know what I mean? Again, you're an adult. I expect you to be able to handle yourself like an adult. So, but the issue is that, like, me personally, I don't want a woman that's strong and independent. I want a woman that's strong and interdependent, because I want to depend on my woman just like I want her to depend on me. We depend on each other. You get what I'm saying? So I would never fix my lips to tell a woman that I don't need her. Even though I am independent, I do everything on my own. I've been doing that. You get what I'm saying? Since an early age, I would never lead with that to a woman. Like, yo, I'm independent. I don't need you, but I appreciate you being here on this date. I'm gonna lead with things that I know that you find valuable to a long-term successful relationship. So I think that's where the issue becomes, because like I said, it becomes some women's personality trait is I'm strong and independent. Like, lead with something else. You know what I mean? That men actually value from a woman, instead of like bragging to him how much you don't need him. That's how it comes off to some men.
And we not scared of a woman that's independent. We want to know that if I'm not around,
you not.
I believe there's a lot of men that's not. We just don't like the approach of a woman that's telling us that. So if you're telling me, if you're leading about, like he's saying, by saying how much you don't need me, I don't like that. I don't want
like a negative approach.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, well, fuck you. You don't need me. I don't need you. All right. You know, oh, well, you need this dick, or you need this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm here for. And then I'm not building with that person. I'm building with, I already know that before my woman, me and her got in a relationship, she was independent. She's still independent when she's not around me. So I want to know that you can handle yourself. I want to know that you are smart enough, strong enough, whatever the case may be. But when we together, it's a whole different thing. Yeah.
That a relationship is about two people to come together and being one. I mean, that's according to me. So again, if you're independent, that kind of defeats the purpose of coming together and being one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think even both parties, even when a man is independent and a woman is independent, it just doesn't mix. Y'all both need each other to have a successful relationship. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, y'all both lay down to have sex. Y'all both lay down to produce this child. Like, you know what I'm saying? So both people need each other. So the fact that we are going around telling each other how much we don't need them kind of makes a dynamic that people don't want to be around.
You think that's why a lot of relationships don't work nowadays?
I mean, there's a lot of factors why a lot of relationships
that's one of the
reasons. I mean, it could be.
Independence, I think women look at it just like financially, right? Because y'all want a man to feel like he need to pay anything for you, right?
No, I want you to pay little things here and there.
I mean, but when you say I don't need you financially, we thinking that's what you're talking about, like financially. Like, I don't need a man to pay my bills. I don't need a man to do this.
But it's like we can do that ourselves, but hello.
But why say that part if hello?
Maybe it's a
because
maybe
don't say it.
Huh?
Basically, just don't say it.
Yeah, I mean,
lead with other. I think you should be more focused with leading with other factors outside of, you know, that you're independent and you're strong. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe bring how much you're family oriented, how much, you know what I mean, you're feminine, or how much you support, like some, you know what I mean? Like other things that I think men would value hearing from a woman than I'm just strong and independent.
Men in this generation today do not value that.
They don't care about your family.
Being family orientated.
Yeah,
they don't care about that.
But we gotta go back to what you said earlier about the boys and the men. Yeah. It depends on the type of quality of men that you're going after. Maybe those men don't value family, but there's a lot of men like myself who do value family.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're trying to build a family, why wouldn't you value it?
A lot of people don't really ask about that anymore.
Correct.
They just jump into a relationship with anybody.
Yes.
They don't even know where they coming from, what type of household they came from.
If you adopted, homeless.
You sure they just jumping in a relationship?
Like, fuck it,
they just jumping into sex.
They jumping into bed.
Yeah,
they jumping into bed and automatically make them think you in a relationship.
No, they just go together.
No, once you hit it, you in a relationship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We just got to get, I think, you know, we have to get used to words like interdependence. I don't know if you ever even heard that term.
That's my first time hearing that.
You know what I mean? It's when two people depend on each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think we need to get more to those because, you know, I think that, you know, strong nuclear families is what's going to ultimately bring us back to the place that we need to be in society as a community. And if we keep going away from that, if everybody keeps thinking that they don't need each other, if everybody wants to keep being single, again, the only people that benefits from people being single is the government. They keep you working longer. You buy more fast food.
They don't give you no help.
You take more vacations. You just spending more when you're single than if you're married. So that's the only people that benefits from being, from people not being married. Like, you know what I mean? So
Definitely.
what you think about this, Ace?
I think you already touched on everything.
You know, they're real quiet. You got nothing to say?
I mean, everything was said already, man.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, them niggas
I was
said
just
that.
like, yeah.
the nail
When he
on the head
said
on that
every
one,
time
you know
about
what I'm saying?
yeah, okay. You got it.
So let me get to this next topic. I know you had a topic about you said men settle for what they can get and then women settle for what they want. You said it was something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Well, can you explain that real quick?
Well, as far as like relationships or like when men deal with like certain people, like they'll tend to settle for like, all right, I'm gonna just stay with this girl, and then that's why they still go out the relationship looking for other things. And then as far as women, like I feel like if you're not giving me what I want, I'm gonna keep looking. I'm not gonna stay with you.
So you're saying men are more likely to stay in relationships even though they're not happy type of situation?
Comfortability.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely comfortable.
Yes.
I mean, you said you had something like that, a topic like that too. Like a couple of episodes ago about men not knowing how to like, I guess, break up.
Yeah, they
men,
just stay.
Men don't know how to reject women, like or break
I
up
agree.
women and stuff like that, because they're staying it, and they try to make the woman break up with them before they break up with the woman.
Or just make each other unhappy until eventually it just don't work out. And then at least me, if I'm not happy, I'll see you. Because I know it's out there and I'm going to find it. I don't care how long it take.
But so first sign of you not happy, you out, is what you're saying?
Yeah, because why you not making me happy? If I'm making you happy, why you can't make me happy?
So the first sign of unhappiness?
She'll tell you.
So let me ask
Tell
you.
us.
She don't. I could curse.
Yeah.
She don't fuck around. She really don't
Who
like.
just asked about why relationships don't last? Like,
Me.
you? Okay.
Yeah,
you
but
the reason why it don't last. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to say I'm the problem.
She gets turned off
You ain't
very
the solution?
easily.
So, and I think that puts unnecessary pressure sometimes on, because I mean, we're human. Like, everybody is not going to be perfect. I think sometimes that's where men and women can, kind of get these relationships messed up, is because we're going into relationships expecting that person to be perfect. And when they're not perfect, then we looking for the nearest out. We checking our DMs and see, okay, maybe this nigga in there, he could be perfect. Like, or she could be perfect. You know what I mean? We don't give people that grace to make those mistakes and learn from it. We just like, oh, I'm not happy today. Like, I'm about to move on.
What you said about I know it's out there, what do you mean?
Because I know
the perfect man or something? That's what you
not perfect, because nobody's perfect.
Right.
But
so what you looking for?
What I want, I know is out there.
So what you looking for?
Or at least close to it. It don't gotta be like 100%.
But you don't believe in working towards that?
Yeah, but I just know what's worth it and what's not.
I just feel like she doesn't have a high tolerance for certain things. And you have to think sometimes, like, if you meet somebody, you don't know what they've been through prior to you. So their tolerance might not be as high as yours. Their patience might not be as high as yours. Like, so everybody's different. It depends what you went through prior to me if you're going to tolerate certain things.
Yeah, that's fair. I think, what you was going to say, Drew?
No.
Oh, yeah. I think men do tend to settle most times to, I think, what's in their immediate vicinity. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they get older, like, you know what I mean? This is not all men, but I think some men do tend to settle. Maybe it's not the woman that they want, but she's the next best thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I can make this work. Whereas women are constantly looking for that Mr. Right. And if you don't check off all the boxes, we don't have women say, damn, this dude checked off every single box, but he wasn't funny enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I mean? So you got to look for somebody else. So
why y'all laughing so hard, though? Like,
they undid the day.
Like y'all said this last week. I was like, yeah, he ain't funny, girl. Get rid of him.
So I think sometimes that can be a detriment to both men and women, is when you constantly think that there's going to be better. You know what I mean? And then you get older. Now you get more older. Now you got kids. Now you constantly looking for that perfect person that you probably missed out on. Like, you know what I mean? Or if that perfect person is out there, maybe you're not perfect for him. Like, you know what I mean? So I think that I'm not saying that you should settle, but you got to be more proactive about, how you vet and date men, just like how men have to be more proactive, how they vet women out. You know what I mean? So,
and you say you making him happy. To make a man happy it's not hard. You know what I mean?
It's really not.
Yeah, women got a whole other list though. So if you're not checking off one,
well, not most of us don't. It depends.
What? Yo, if you ask any woman that walked their head, what was on their list that they, it gotta be. It's a whole list. It's a whole list.
No, because sometimes it depends on what you're looking for.
So in your previous situations, like your last two, what was the factor that made you dip out? Like,
the last two lies.
Okay.
Yo, nah, that's serious lies.
But the most recent one, it was just lies, like lying for attention.
Lying for no reason.
Lying for attention.
Yeah, like just like coming up with stories so I could just be like, oh my god.
Nah, that's crazy.
I need examples,
Oh
man. I
my
don't
God.
understand. Like, yo, so can I get an example?
Okay, damn. Oh no. All right, so he told me, he called me randomly after not talking for a while. He said he broke his shoulder. I asked him how. He said he don't know. He moved wrong. Can I go take care of him?
Okay.
He wanted me to just go over there. Like
So you cut him off because of that?
No,
I'm telling you, she gets turned off very
It was other lies
easily.
before that. I'm just not trying to keep on doing.
So if he using a line to get you to the crib.
He used a lot of lines before.
Yeah, that is a turn off.
And like the biggest one that he used, it was crazy.
Would you
And
prefer him to be straight up and tell you like,
yes.
Did you tell him that?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, don't just come up with something for me to feel bad. Like, okay, like he basically want me to run to him, but you don't gotta lie. Like, if you be yourself and you just like
Make
I'm
conversation
gonna want to
with
go
me.
over there. Like,
I don't think that sounds like he's asking for help.
No, it's constantly. It's constantly.
You want me to tell you the other lie?
It's constantly.
Big lie, yeah.
He called my phone at 10 in the morning and I didn't answer the phone, so he was blowing up my phone. And then he said that the cops went to his house, that they took everything out his house, that he was calling me because I had time to go and get everything before the cops took it. If the cops is already in your house, who am I to stop them?
Nah, yeah.
And then he said they took everything.
I'm not even defending that.
Listen, this is where the lie came because I found out everything after. He said they took everything. He moved to a new house. I go to the new house. All the stuff that was in the old house that the cops took is in the new house.
How you got that back?
He got it back. Like,
No.
Like, yeah.
It was recently?
Yeah, it was within like 2 months.
But what
Hell no. People don't get their phones out of jail.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
He said he gave the dog away. I go to the new house.
The dog there.
He
said, what is that?
Like, he literally just be lying for her attention.
Yo.
I
really hate
it's childish.
Yeah,
it is.
Great childish.
But what was some, because you said you experienced the same situation. What are some lies that you get hit with?
I hate when people lie, like you said, for no reason. This is a little specific, but fuck it, I ain't gonna lie. He see it.
Y'all throwing a lot of niggas under this bus.
It wasn't a guy. This was like a little little fling or whatever. Messing around. Cool.
You said it wasn't a guy?
No, like
it wasn't a man.
You know what I'm trying? No,
it wasn't a man.
It was a situation.
This is what I mean by
it was a girl.
What turned me off? No, it was a guy.
Oh,
it was a guy. So I'm on my way out. You know, I'm in a cab going to see him. Decide to go check on Instagram. I creep. I know when I'm hidden from somebody's stories. Where your highlights go? I'm 5 minutes away from the restaurant. So I hit up my friend. I'm like, yo, like, check so-and-so Instagram. He told me, basically, we were supposed to link around 6. He's like, oh, I can't come around 6 because I have to go link up with my nephew. 8 o'clock. I'm like, all right, no problem. It's Tuesday. Go to his story just to see what he's doing or whatever. No stories. My friend tells me, oh, he's at Taco Tuesday with his homeboys. So now, this is where it gets...
nephew too? Like...
it wasn't no nephew. Now, this is what really got me heated because it's like, you didn't have to lie to go out with your homeboys before linking me. Like, why are you hot? It's like certain things, it's like, it's very corny.
You don't need to lie
You're
about.
too grown to be lying about that.
I understand y'all, and look,
Mind you, I wasn't even ready. I'm over here saying 10 minutes knowing I'm going to take 50.
Damn.
Like...
I understand y'all, but once again, y'all like to say men are controlling, but women are extremely controlling.
How? What are examples of a woman?
Because when we say we want to go chill with our homeboys, y'all got an attitude.
I'm calling him gay.
I'm calling him gay.
I don't have a problem with that.
Wait, what?
If you want to spend too much time with your friends and not with me...
So you not... So talking about... As a woman, you want to take accountability and see why. What is it about
What's
me?
wrong with me that he don't want to spend time with me?
What is it about me that he doesn't want to spend this much time with me?
You like something about your friends that you don't see in me.
maybe he just enjoy being around his friends because you don't bring him the peace that he needs.
You need to know how to like balance the time out.
Yeah,
we
don't ditch me.
With balance means that I got to chill with my homeboy some and chill with you some.
No, I said when you be with them more than you be with me,
Oh,
I have a problem with that.
Yeah, but if I'm having more fun with my homeboys than with you, that's a problem too.
You wouldn't know if I'm fun if you don't take me to do fun things with you.
Guys don't get interested unless they with their homeboys.
So, all right, all y'all proving is
I don't have a problem with my man hanging out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know you don't.
Because baby, when I hang out, I'm gonna do it at least my birthday. So you go ahead.
It sounds like your shit kind of. I don't know.
That's why women.
No, she likes to go like she don't like to be bothered when she's out. So
I don't like the double standard
out,
because y'all women. And it's borderline, but y'all be taking each other on vacations. When y'all birthdays come around, y'all be buying them expensive gifts.
To who?
Y'all might be eating a pussy. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
now that you say that, let me tell you a funny. Let me tell you a funny comment.
Might be eating so what the homeboys do on their trips? Sucking each other dicks?
No.
We on vacation eating each other.
Let me tell you a funny comment. My boyfriend, he was like, I go all out for my friends. I love my friends very dearly. Do I love my man just as much? Yes. But I have a certain vulnerability with my friends that I cannot have with my man. So all my friends for my birthday, everybody gets a cake. Automatically, everybody gets a cake.
For your birthday?
For their birthday.
Oh, for their birthday.
Everybody gets a cake.
Uh-huh.
So, who's the last friend I got a cake for? Darcy? Yeah, it was Darcy.
I just want to understand, fuck the cake. Why do you feel like you could be more vulnerable with your homegirls than your man?
Or why is there more of an obligation for you to go all out for your friends rather than your man?
It's not an
why
obligation.
he ain't get a cake? I know he ain't get a cake.
No, he got a cake. He got a cake. His thing is just like, damn, you always going all out for your friends. Like, those is my homegirls. Those is my sisters. Like, it's not that I can't be vulnerable with him. It's just a certain vulnerability that I can be at with him that I can't be.
Your friends make you feel more comfortable.
Correct. Like,
so men can't feel that same way with their homeboys?
And your friend is there for you. When
they can feel that way with their homeboys.
She said that was gay.
And for me, that's completely fine. For me, it might be different because I live with my significant other. So us living together, it don't matter if you go out because you coming to sleep with me at the end of the night anyways.
Right.
Now, if we didn't live together, I still wouldn't feel no type of way because when I go out, I don't like to be bothered. I'm not going to be on my phone texting you what you doing. Don't do the same thing with me. When I get home, I see you. When I see you, I see you. It's no point to
I'm texting you what you doing.
No.
I wouldn't know.
I'm having fun.
No, you can have fun.
Nah,
I'm just saying, but I'll find a problem with you checking in. But you can see why sometimes it can be hard for a man to tell the truth about my initial plans, even if I have plans with you. Because I don't want you timing me all of a sudden. I got to be on time because I'm meeting up with your ass. But your ass had me waiting 35, 45 minutes. So I'm going to chill my boys / nephew. So when we ready to meet up, I don't want you to be mad. But clearly y'all would get mad with that.
Mm-hmm. That changed the whole attitude.
When you meet somebody, before you even become that significant other, you should already know who they are. So if you see me young and turn outside with my bitches popping bottles, doing everything every night, don't expect me to always want to be home. You get what I'm trying to say?
Hey,
you see the lifestyle I'm doing.
Because
they got,
but vice versa, like do your thing.
They got behavior for single people and they got behavior for people in a relationship.
So you can't
just
go out
because
and be
you
in a
was out
relationship?
every night with your girls, bottle popping, whatever. But you gotta tone that down when you get in a relationship.
Why?
because you in a relationship.
No.
With the same way I had to tone down. You knew I was that nigga fucking all the bitches, and then when I got into a relationship with you, I had to tone that down.
That's like
you knew that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you knew all the bitches was on my body. Let's say I'm not even fucking. You knew all the bitches was on my body before you got into a relationship. Mm-hmm. Now, are you gonna tell me, oh damn, all those bitches need to stop? You need to stop entertaining those bitches.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
No. Two different answers.
Huh?
If we in a relationship, yeah.
But why would you say that?
Because I don't want you to know them bitches no more. You know them. You only know me.
And a relationship is exclusive. You talk about going outside.
I don't mind staying home. If I get in a relationship and I'll stay home. I don't have a problem.
I'm not saying you gotta stay home.
Yeah, we're not saying you gotta stay home.
I hate home.
It's a compromise when you get in a relationship. If your partner not comfortable with that, you should be able to say like, all right, girl, I can't go out every night with you. And I get you next time.
So come out with us.
No, nigga don't want to get out with you and your girl.
I don't have.
Why not?
Guys invite us out with their homeboys.
Because they trying to fuck. You my girl, I'm already fucking.
What if my girls want to fuck too?
Nah.
Oh, then invite me. Then invite me.
I don't know that though. Exactly.
If she want to fuck, then invite me.
Listen, like Ace, I think there is automatically just a level of compromise, and I'm not saying that a guy should be like, yo, you got to be in the house all day,
Right.
can't go nowhere.
That happens,
But
though.
you know, if you are somebody, no, that does happen. But if you are somebody that's going out with your homegirls every night. You know what I mean? And your guy's like, you know what? Hey, babe, I would prefer you not to, maybe just tone it down a little bit. I would expect you to be like, you know what, babe? I understand where you're coming from. I got you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't automatically be like, nah, you met me this way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
just like in the same instance where he be hanging out with his homeboys all the time. Now he got a girl. You talking about he got to balance the time, right?
Yeah.
That's in a relationship.
Yeah, I was gonna
he
say
ain't have
that.
to do
What
what
if
you
it's the
said.
other way around? And I'm asking you to not go out so much.
Same
Will
thing.
you
he
stop
was
going
saying,
out?
yeah, he was the same thing.
He
Yeah.
should be giving you that same compromise.
Yeah, I would definitely give my woman that compromise. She don't want to hang. You know how many times women I'll be in relationships and my friends, they will be perceived a certain way to my girl, like, or they don't want me to hang out with them because they think they quote unquote,
He about to
you know what I mean? They think they the dots or whatever the case is, and I'm like, you know what? Hey, yo, I can't chill with you, this weekend or whatever the case is, like, shorty wild. I'm gonna make that compromise. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, yo, that's my homeboy. Like, fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna.
That's my heart.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like.
Bugging his bro birthday.
But real quick,
Man, I'm outside with the niggas.
I do want to get back to what I said earlier about women going harder for their homegirls than they do for their mans.
Yeah,
What is that holiday? Galentine's Day?
Yes.
Listen, I've seen so many women on Galentine's Day go all out for their homegirls. I've seen buy them gifts, all of this crazy shit. And then I look on their gram and they ain't do nothing for their man. You get what I'm saying? So again, this goes back to women going all out. But would it be wrong if I said, damn, them bitches must be lesbian. They must be gay or some shit. Would it be fair for me to say that?
But
Y'all say it.
And we don't say that. I ain't gonna never say that shit. Like,
I'm mad I get to watch.
But what if they didn't, like, it's a difference between private. You gotta, like, what if I'm private with my man and I'm public with my friends? You don't know what I did for my man on Valentine's Day.
You most likely didn't do anything. We got women on every Valentine's Day. We bring women on this show. What you did for your man?
It's for us though. It's not for y'all.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Valentine's Day is for couples. It's for couples.
No.
I want hearts.
You want flowers?
How
would you feel somebody give you flowers?
I appreciate it. I appreciate anything. I want a pencil with my name on it. I got that before as a gift. I'll take a cup, a mug with hearts on it. I'm drinking out of that shit. Yeah,
I take a trip. Man, what you talking about?
You want a trip?
I take a trip.
You want a trip for Valentine's Day?
We want more than pussy. We tell you that. We want more than that.
Yeah, I know you're tired of that. And the colognes too, right?
That's it.
Shit, we don't even get the cologne. I take the cologne. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That might be the best.
That might be thoughtful. Like, goddamn.
Let me stop arguing. My lady buys me a lot of good stuff.
Yo, she
sure do, man.
Yeah, she does. I mean, shout out.
Put some respect on her name, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she need to stop.
Listen, let me get to this next topic. You had a topic about the soft girl era. Can you explain that?
I don't really like it.
Hate it.
You don't like it?
I don't really like it. I feel like anything that has era at the end of it is a trend, and people do it because it's a trend.
Said that. It's gonna be
like they just following somebody.
But can you explain it? Because maybe the fellas might not know exactly what that even means.
I feel like soft girl era is like self-love and going on trips and self-care day. That's not an era. You do that because it's in you. Like you don't just wake up one day and be like, I'm gonna be soft.
Isn't that them too about them embracing their femininity more and things of that nature?
Yeah, but you could do that. Don't do it because everybody else is doing it. That's where I have a problem with it. I feel like they doing it because somebody famous probably said, I'm in my soft girl era. Now everybody want to be soft. Because I remember not long ago, everybody was Future.
Everybody was Future?
Yeah, and Lori Harvey. Now we want to be soft. I feel like that's in you. I feel like that's just in you. Like, you are soft. Yeah,
I think, when I think about the soft girl era, I think it's a bit hypocritical because, when I hear women talk about the soft, they usually talk about embracing their femininity and, self-health and self-care and things of that nature. I find it hypocritical because for the longest, men have been saying that we want women to be more feminine. And y'all been pushing back on it. Why do I gotta be feminine? I'm masculine because I have to be. But now it's okay for y'all to embrace y'all femininity when men have for years have been telling y'all, yo, we want y'all to be more feminine. Like,
but
you know what I'm saying?
Because somebody else did it.
I mean, yeah,
they
probably.
seen somebody else doing it and it worked out for them. Now everybody want to do it.
You know why? It was heavy on the whole phase era. So they was going to
the city girl era.
They want to be.
That's what I'm saying. Everything that has the era at the end of it is a trend.
That girl era.
Everybody's doing it.
Hot girl,
like
City girl.
That's just everybody
Hot
else
girl
is doing it.
summer.
Fuck it, I'm about to hop on the train.
Yeah.
So
Who
Where
do
did
y'all
that come
think
from?
make
TikTok?
who do y'all think make the most changes in these eras? Because I don't know. I think
I feel like
I might be
females.
biased, but
Females.
don't you think men pretty much stay the same?
Yeah,
Either-
y'all
Yeah,
just
we ain't
grow
never had no
up.
masculine era or like
Y'all just gotta be-
hard guy era or some shit.
we
like
take
that.
care of who we love and we fuck who we want to fuck on.
I feel like
you know
it's
what I'm
us.
saying? Like,
well, according to women, we in the sassy era right
Oh,
now.
no?
Oh, very sassy.
And that's you.
Yo, and that is you. Like, you know what I'm
Sassy on
saying? Like, yo,
23,
You sassy?
he the
On
sassy
23,
representative.
you know what I mean?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
23.
don't he look like some sassy nigga? Look at this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Drink the water. Show her sassy.
That little bad bitch.
nigga put the pinky up too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta watch the pinky,
She's sassy and he know it.
Nah, it's a lot of sassiness.
The sassiness of Ace to Ghost do not represent the sassiness of the Dailyrapupcrew. Crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, so well, you feel the same way as, so you think it's just a trend that women are just.
It's literally everything that she said. I said literally because I was thinking about the topic earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But the soft girl, like it's literally a phase that's going to pass. So if you're soft in 2023, what are you going to be in 2020?
Whatever else comes
Fine.
up.
Back to that.
Because that's not in them.
Right.
Yeah,
why you
whatever
gonna
else
be
comes
knocking
up, that's what they're
bitches
gonna be. Because that's not in
Nah.
them.
It killed. I feel like it came from TikTok, didn't it?
Yeah.
It
And then the videos,
Yeah.
and then like the
Decorating the house.
Soft
How does that make you a
girl,
soft girl? Like,
beige aesthetic.
all of a sudden you paint the house white and
I do-
now you're a soft girl. Like,
Plush
I'm truly
pillows.
confused though, because okay, I understand the era shit. People like I've seen women defend the whole face era, right?
Mhm.
And it was the whole pop. Even women that wasn't hoes defended hoes. You get what I'm saying?
If a hoe want to be a hoe, let that hoe be a hoe.
Why can't we embrace? Because you realize the benefits that you got from being a hoe. You got money or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, you've seen that you lost because you lost some of your respect.
Right.
You probably didn't lock down a real man. You just
shout out to
time.
Black China.
Oh man.
Ah.
But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Like, but
He's black.
why,
Yo.
I believe
Said shout out to
women
Black China.
embracing the
Soft
soft
girl.
fit, the soft girl era, or whatever the case may be. It might come out with better
outcome.
Results.
outcome results, or whatever the case may be. Where women need. Are women scared of like positive or good things or healthy relationships? Because I don't know. It's like you got women acknowledge the fact that men may settle more than them.
Mm-hmm.
But still at the same time, that means women know they have more options than men at the same time. And y'all also say women understand that men are not hard to keep happy and satisfied, but yet women are still having a problem with keeping a man.
Mm.
I feel like men don't even
I
want to
don't
be
like
kept
that.
nowadays.
I'm just saying, I'm just bringing it down. Y'all know all this stuff about men, but why is it still so hard for a woman to keep a man? If y'all know how to make him happy, why are y'all still single?
I can't relate.
I don't think they. I don't
I
think
can't relate.
I think they
You ain't
want
that girl
They
nothing when
want
you
to be
ate that
single.
one.
Like,
I feel like-
but-
I'm single by choice, and like Lee said, well,
I don't want to settle.
like God, I feel like we're too big and grown to be doing things that you know make no sense.
Mhm.
If you're dealing with me, like, not even being too specific, but it's like, you should know better. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you should know what's right and what's wrong. If we locked in and you want to do you, say that. But don't say you want to be locked in and you're still
Doing
trying to
wrong.
sprinkle a little bit of Ashley, a little bit of Alicia in
that
there.
goes both ways. I hope
It
women,
do.
but
It
women-
definitely does, though.
But you saying at the same time with me knowing, well, you know I'm outside, so don't tell me to be inside, also makes a man feel like, okay, well, she's keeping her options open because you're exploring the world by putting yourself out there. And 9 times out of 10, when I step outside and go to 15, let's just say I go to 15 clubs, it's probably gonna say, let's say 5 women say I'm handsome, whether 100 think I am. Whether a nigga find you attractive or not, he trying to get in them drawers, dog.
Nah, yeah.
So you think every time women are out, somebody is trying to get in their drawers?
Yes,
No.
yes.
Nah,
It's a good
yeah.
percentage.
Yeah, I think it's
When we go out, niggas be trying to get in our drawers? No.
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 Yo, every time you step outside,
No.
Like,
I
he might not
swear
say it, but
Compliments
they
and
thinking
stuff,
about
yeah.
it.
They probably thinking, but don't
When you
nobody
out-
approach us like
When you
y'all trying to get
outside
to
in the
know you.
club
Nah.
environment,
Approach, that's
outside, the language y'all using outside means
Outside.
like you going out clubbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men are not approaching you guys in club settings trying
Of
to
course, but
No.
No.
But no,
So-
I feel like what he's trying to say is like, all right, so for multiple, we're all like, we're all pretty. Multiple guys is gonna approach us. They might not say, hey, mom, I'm trying to fuck. But once they approach you, that's the first thing they thought about.
So it's like, they approach you for a reason.
Nah, yeah, I get it, but it's like,
as
you
far
putting
as
yourself out there.
As far as an approach, I feel like I get approached more on Instagram than in person.
You rather be approached on Instagram?
No,
I said I think we get approached more on social media than in person.
Yeah,
that's what reality is. Right now. But,
like I might be in the club, and the next day that same nigga that was across from me found my Instagram and is gonna DM me.
It's a Joe vibe.
For real.
Yeah, I think men try to avoid because men have to deal with rejection on a larger scale than women.
And also
ever.
Your face.
It's not that we don't like it.
No, it's not that we don't like it. It's just that we would rather minimize the in-person rejection. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we don't like rejection.
No, but I'm saying like she's saying it in the point like we're expecting every woman that we approach to be on it.
And then when we don't, y'all get mad.
No, I don't think we're mad. I think we acknowledge, we gonna get some and we gonna lose some. You know what I'm saying?
Some niggas don't like losing.
And we also might acknowledge that if you're out with your homegirls, there might be more of an incentive for you to curve me or even your homegirl, like, girl, we don't have women say, girl, don't fuck with that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he feels like, damn, I can't approach you in that type of atmosphere because you're around your friends.
That's true.
When you're going to have that one friend that's going to cock block you. You got to keep it a buck. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Sometimes not cock blocking. Sometimes the friend knows the guy.
Yeah.
And I'm looking out for my friend.
Sometimes y'all just be cock block because he ain't talking to you.
I
like,
ain't
you know
no
what I'm saying? Like,
hell no. Ain't no because he ain't talking to me.
Because he ain't talking to you.
Or you got to stand there by yourself. And because he took your friend away, because you and her went out.
My friends ain't gonna leave. He gonna stay right there.
My friends is fun.
But you gonna be sitting there on your phone now because he talking to her.
I'm on my phone with God. I know how to have a good time.
No, but there are women who feel like, we having girl time.
That's true. That's true. Boo-boo? That's true.
That is definitely true. Like I'm saying, like,
so that's why he see you in the club and then DM me on IG.
And then also, I feel like guys, I feel like it's not even about. It's more so about the setting. Guys are so sneaky. He will have his baby mother across from you, his ex, 2 girls he's fucking, and his
too much going
his
on.
boyfriend in the club. That's why he not approaching because he don't want nobody to see what he's doing. That's
who hurt you, right?
I ain't hurt. I'm just saying, like, I'm honestly just saying, like,
that's the
even
second time you went out the window with that. I ain't gonna lie, man.
You never know who's around though. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I be chilling in the club and my old nigga be there.
Men look at situations and percentages. What's the percentage that is going to be successful? If I'm looking at it, you surrounded by your girls, somebody popping bottles, it might not be a high percentage that I'm gonna get your number if I go up to you. You know what I mean? So maybe I might find you on IG. I mean, we could talk one-on-one.
But it's a little creepy that you found me on IG.
That is a little creepy, though.
Like, how did you find
people be asking?
Nah, Instagram do be recommending motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so we was in the same location one night and Instagram recommended me to you.
If you took a photo at that location and then you geotag it, then they could see.
But also, Instagram got both y'all locations. Y'all was in the same spot. I mean, you might pop up in the people you know.
These social media apps know. They be cross-referencing shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Let me get to this. What you wanted to say?
I wanted to say something that about what you said. You was like, everything is a percentage, right?
Right.
So this is probably a little off topic, but if I don't want to sound crazy, how do I say this?
Sound crazy.
But everybody, I feel like, she said you about to sound crazy. A guy, let's forget it.
Nah, you gotta say it.
I don't even know how to word it. All right, for instance.
Just say what you want to say.
All right, say if homeboy in the corner looking busted up in a spot. He see you looking well kept, nice hair done, nails done. What percentage did you think you were gonna succeed with coming and talking to me? What did you think this was gonna go? You in the
talking about the busted up looking?
Yeah, like why you even thought about it?
In the club?
You got USP. I'm like, in the spot.
Like you out
people go to the spot looking like anything.
See me looking nice. Why would you think I'm even going to entertain you?
That
you should have thought like, nah, she ain't gonna talk to me. I'm not even gonna bother.
Y'all say y'all getting approached by bums? Is what y'all saying?
It happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
You be surprised.
The bums be the most confident.
You be surprised at those bums percentages. Them niggas be having a high field goal percentage. I tell you that, and that's why they feel comfortable approaching you because they roster is full of women that look like you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You didn't give a fuck about how you looked when you came outside, so you don't give a fuck about being curved. That's how I feel.
There's also men that don't have a sense of style, right? And look, I'm a dude that go in there. I could know Ace about to pop bottle. and niggas ask me to ante up, I'm like, I'm gonna drink this Corona or this Heineken. Yeah, I'm a cheap motherfucker.
Ew.
But to the world, to society, they'll look like they may be more financially stable than me because they're the one buying the bottle. But I'm saving my money and I'm looking like the broke nigga. So
I'm
I'm
like, if you outside, why you saving money? Why did you come to save money?
Because I'm enjoying myself and I'm enjoying the company of my bros.
Don't come outside with me if you're trying to save money.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Don't invite me. Because I ain't pulling up.
No,
wait, what money women be spending? Y'all be coming out?
Have you been out with girls?
Money?
Am I yelling? Am I yelling? Have you been out with girls?
I've been in clubs with. I've been in plenty of clubs, and I've never seen an all women section. Like it might be there.
Oh man,
I ain't never seen. I see y'all smoking a hookah by the bar. But I don't be seeing y'all popping the bottles. Like, matter of fact, y'all be in niggas sections that's popping the bottles. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So
like,
next time y'all going out, invite us. No,
and the cheap person. I ain't got no money. I just know that.
No. At the door.
It's on them. Y'all say y'all got it, right? It's on y'all, right?
But I feel like
you gotta have at least your door money. Come on.
You gotta at least have a hookah refill. You gotta have a hookah refill.
Y'all section.
Like, you really never been out with girls?
Yeah, I've been out with girls, but they ain't never popped no bottles. Like,
really?
Did you invite the girls
out? Uptown thing.
They drank
though. I invited them out. I met them in clubs. Like they be coming into our sections. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen them popping no bottles.
But I feel like if y'all got your own bottles, why we popping bottles?
Yeah, but when I look around and I'm standing on the couches acting crazy and I'm looking around.
That's sassy. They said that's sassy.
They stand on the couch.
When I'm looking around and
joining the crew.
Get the fuck out of here. You on your own now. When I'm surveying the landscape, I don't see no section. And I'm not saying it don't exist, but when I go out, I tend to see the women enjoying the luxury of being in other people's sections. I don't see them usually have. No, I'm not saying it don't have. I'm just saying y'all usually don't tend to spend your own money because obviously there's niggas that's going to spend money. This is why y'all get in for free. This is why women get into the clubs for free.
I know a lot of women that leave the crib. They don't even care if they wallet there because they know that once they get to the club,
just ID and lip gloss.
That's it. Like,
ID might be fake. You know what I mean?
Listen, let me get to this next topic. You know, how important is it to keep friends around you that's on the same level as you? I ain't think it was this hard of a thinking.
Nah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
I want to talk last.
I feel like, wait, can you repeat that?
How important is it to keep friends that's on the same level as you?
How important is it to keep friends that's on the same level as you?
Or what problems can that cause? Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like everybody has a timer. Like, you may be balling, you know, you successful, you got your podcast, and me, it's like, you reached your goal, but I'm still reaching my goal. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? I feel like differences do attract. Like, we're friends. That don't mean just because you at a 10 and I'm at a 6, we don't relate to things. But what I will say is when people that are not on the same level as you trying to hold you back, that's when it becomes a problem because it's like, I hate when I can't see eye to eye. And it's like, it's okay for you to think A and I think B, but when you're trying to tell me that B cannot be right, that's when it's like, I don't even know why I'm asking this bitch. Like, she over there, I'm over here. You get what I'm trying to say? It's basically like on that, like, because, you know, I have friends since elementary school, high school that I'm still cool with, like, doing bigger things than me. We still locked in, but I'm very open-minded to things. Like, I'm not the friend that's gonna, like, act oblivious or act like I can't understand where you're coming from because people can teach you.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to say people can.
Okay.
Everything is a lesson.
What about y'all?
I feel like it's a touchy subject.
It is?
It
must be because I keep looking at each other. Like, I don't know if I want to say something like...
Who y'all cut off?
It's just a touch. Me personally, I'm comfortable with being friends with anybody who's ahead of me in life or whatever, but I just feel like...
What about behind you?
Yeah, that's fine too. Everybody starts somewhere. Like she said, everybody has their time. Everybody's gonna have their time. Now, as far as not being on the same level financially, we cannot be friends. Because it's just like we can't because
I just contradicted everything you just said.
That's a whole fact.
No, because it could be your career could be taken off. Mine cannot. We can still be friends, but financially, no, because that's gonna bump heads. It's gonna bump heads on outings. It's gonna bump heads on birthdays. it's going to be a lot of situations where it's going to be awkward. And me, out of our friend group, I'm the one who stays quiet when I'm bothered. She doesn't. Because I don't like the approach. I don't like the confrontation. I rather
making people feel bad.
Yeah, I just rather be quiet and remove myself because I am working on it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. And I could come off aggressive sometimes. So I just rather be quiet.
Mm.
Okay.
What's your sign real quick?
I'm a Gemini.
Oh, okay.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Yo, fuck out of here, King. Like, you know what I'm saying?
but let's get to you, guys.
I feel like you got to be careful when you are friends with people like that. Or not even just friends. It could
Like
be like
People like what?
people that are like,
That don't
let's
have
say like
financial
you,
stability.
not even financial, like people that don't have no drive, like they just want to be stuck on like where they at. Because you could be down right now, but as long as you're trying to come up, that's fine. But if you just down and then you always crying for help and oh my God, and I have a problem with that. Because especially when I'm doing something, like let's say you in school, you working, making money, and then you have a friend that's just there always with a sad story. I feel like at some point they are gonna look at you with like a little like jealous eye. Even if they don't say it, like in their mind, they be like, damn, I wish it was me. And I feel like thoughts are powerful. So sometimes what they be thinking, it could start affecting you. Or they just be looking at you like, why she got it and I don't? Instead of looking at if she got it, I could have it too.
I promise you, female like friendships are way more
different.
complicated.
They are.
I'm listening to you. I'm like, I don't really be having
don't
those
go through
issues.
this.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
We be in the club with our broke friends, our rich friends, like everybody just like, hey, we here, bro.
And I think you get value from people that's behind you, on your level, and above you. Because you can learn something from all three of them. You know what I'm saying? And I respect my friends from, the highest level to the lowest level. You get what I'm saying? Because we bros from day one. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with Eli. I know Ace for a very long time. I think I eliminate the parts of new friends coming in. You know what I'm saying? I more embrace my circle. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we trying to build each other up, man. Why not?
Yeah, I think genuinely for me, like specifically, as you get older, you just start to fade away from those friends that don't add the value to your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's not that I don't fuck with them anymore, but we just grew, grew apart. Like, I'm over here doing this. You might be over there. That don't mean I can't, I still got friends that I call from high school. They might not be on the same level as me, but I still give them, the time of day when they call, like, yo, what you been up to? Or you've been doing this. They vent to me or whatever. If they need help, I help them. Like, you get what I'm saying? But we not, they're not my close friends group, like friend circle. But I agree with you. Like, I think, I could still learn a lot from anybody in any position. It doesn't matter, the financial level or whatever the case is. What about you, Ace?
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I got friends that I've grown up with. As long as you are a genuine person and you good to me, like, that's the only requirement to be my friend. It don't matter where you at financially. If I'm up and I could help you, I'll help you. If I can't help you, I can't help you. But if you coming at me wrong because I can't help you, then that's when I gotta cut you off. You know what I mean?
I feel, don't y'all think like sometimes the person that's not like, I don't want to say like you above them, but like the friend that's not where they need to be, they around you because you beneficial for them in some way?
No, go ahead, you go first.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I do think that sometimes people do mooch off on you if they don't got it themselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's why I said you gotta be like a genuine person. If I know you was my man, then you would have my back if it was the other way around. Like if I was the one that was down and you would still hold me down, then I'm gonna do the same for you. Like it just gotta be like a reciprocation. Like it can't be like I know this person won't do it for me and I'm doing it for them. You know what I mean?
And that's what she mentioned, that like how it affects like outings and everything. Because people like that, I feel like they just leech around because they know you always gonna have it. So they don't feel the need to.
I think that's the problem.
Pick up.
Stop giving.
That's the difference between men and women. Because look, I could tell my homeboy, if you broke, yo, my nigga, you ain't got no money.
But if you always don't got it, like,
you stay home tonight, my boy, you stay home tonight. You get what I'm saying? He like, I ain't even got it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You get what I'm saying? So
Females don't do that. Females will just come
And then when it's time to pay,
they looking the other way or they gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah, you got.
or I'm gonna send it to you
I don't
and
like
you never
that.
get it.
That's because they used to doing that on
Wait, these the same women y'all said be popping bottles in the club? Or?
No. We speaking in general.
Oh, all right. Listen,
Damn, we ain't shading nobody.
Listen, let me get to this last topic
Y'all
before we get up out of
somebody.
here. I'm trying to survey the landscape. I don't be seeing it. But there was a topic you had about you sent us a video about this touch starvation. About this woman talking about touch starvation.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Yeah,
video, right?
that she said she hasn't been touched and
Can you explain that? Because I did watch the video and I kind of understood where she came from, but I know you probably have more experience on this topic. So no, I mean you brung it up. So
she was basically saying like she hasn't been touched in like intimate. Like she get hugs, like hey, how you doing? Type of hugs, but she hasn't been like touched like with love. Like she hasn't felt like a genuine hug from somebody that like makes her feel like. And she also mentioned that if like somebody hugs her the way she wants to be hugged, she will crumble to the floor.
Wait, what?
I understand her. I get it.
I think it was like on Spiritual Word. Something.
Yeah, it was something. So do you think there's a lot of people that can relate to what she was going through? Like,
yeah.
Okay. You think men and women, or is it just like?
So I had a few conversations with both men and women. Men were confused. Like somebody wrote me and he was like, "Oh, if she was submissive, she would get touched." Like he looked at it like that. Like if she would let people touch her, she would get touched. And then I had a conversation with females, and one of the girls that I had a conversation with, she told me she feels the same way. Like, and she tends to confuse like sex with intimacy. And sometimes even like after she has sex with somebody, she feels
empty.
Yeah, like she still has to go home and be like, okay, now what?
So is this like an embracing type of like touch, or like? Does it have to be intimate?
Basically, like for somebody to care for.
Okay.
Somebody to like care about what she got going on and stuff like that.
I'm not gonna hold you. I definitely understand what that young lady was saying, because I went through a part of my life where I was like I always tell the world, like I didn't grow up with parents. I probably lived on my own since I was like 16. And no matter how many shorties I was fucking with, or all the money I had, or all the fly gear I had on, to the world, it was looking like, oh, Jew doing his thing. Jew, everybody cut school, come to my crib, or whatever the case may be. But deep down, like I was like still kind of not feeling whole. You get what I'm saying? And then it took one time for like my uncle, shout out to Uncle Bro. Like he just came and just hugged me one day. Like he was just telling me I was a parent. And this is how long I think I became a parent. When I was 21, 22 years old. And he just was like, yo, you're a great father. And he hugged me. Yo, I fucking cried like a baby, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it may not be what you think. Like, it's not just fucking, or it's just not, looking at me getting praise from niggas I'm cool with. Sometimes you need somebody to, I don't know. I felt like I needed somebody, to understand what I was going through. And he knew my life was hard. You get what I'm saying? So him acknowledging that, pulling me to the side, like talking to me, and gave me a hug, shit meant the world to me, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, that's real. I was gonna say I thought that was like a female thing, but the way you just broke it down, I could definitely see how it would be. Yeah, because definitely. Because I recently had somebody talk to me about this, a girl I was talking to, and she said that she hasn't had no like physical contact in like a year or whatever. And I see her out somewhere, and I gave her a hug, like, yo, how you been, blah blah. And she hit me up like, yo, I need more hugs from you, right? So I was like. I'm like, yeah, you can get a hug. But it wasn't until like she broke it down. She told me to Google that same thing, touch starvation. I was like, oh, this is a real thing. Like, that's crazy.
But the thing, I didn't think I don't know if I needed it, or I didn't know I needed it.
You never know you needed it until you get it.
When it happened, I just like she said, I caved in.
And it's instant. You didn't have to think about it. It was just
sometimes not even a touch. Sometimes you need somebody to ask you if you're okay. And like really like care about you being okay. Because I could ask her, hey, you okay? And then keep going with a whole other conversation.
I think
really want to know.
Also,
my
did it feel like a parental figure? Like give me that love?
I model my parenting on like how my uncle was with his kids. So I'm like the idea. Coming from him, it meant like 10 times as more from any other person. That was like your father figure in your life. Definitely. Right. Okay. So it meant so much, but I wasn't expecting it, man. It felt.
Yo, thank you for sharing that, man. That was powerful.
I think sometimes in our society, both men and women can get so used to being independent that we push people away. And you know what I mean? We could just do everything. We don't need nobody to depend. We don't need to depend on anybody. So we kind of push people away, even our loved ones, to the point it's like, damn, I really need that hug or that words of affirmation or encouragement from somebody that truly cares about me. And then it's like, you know what I mean? When you do get that, you feel like you want to melt. Like, you know what I mean? Because this is something that you wanted to prove to the world and prove to everybody that you don't need nobody.
It's like a weight off.
Yeah, like that you don't need nobody. And then when you get that, you know what I mean? So now that you did broke it, and Drew broke it down as well, I kind of understood more.
Yeah, I definitely should like to.
But anyway, we got to get the fuck up out of here. Again, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Let them know again where they can follow you at.
Name's Michaela. You can follow me on Instagram at Goody Two Shoe.
Lee on Instagram, the Lee Blanco.
Ida on Instagram, Little One, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Keeping Up with Little.
Okay.
But how you a goody two shoes and you say you was out all the time and shit?
Why he pointing his feet? That's sassy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
all 23. Right?
He proud of that too.
Some nigga acting like he in a URL rap battle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Join the YouTube membership, man. We got a lot of.
I wear the merch on there.
Oh, this nigga turned into
Bruce
Wayne with the merch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
disrespecting out here.
Yo, appreciate y'all.
Disrespect though. You know what I'm saying?
My hoodie right there, man.
It was too hot.
The folks
it was too hot for the hoodie, man.
It is hot in here.
Yo, appreciate y'all.